How in the hell can you not appreciate these thighs? These thighs be lit.
Hey.
I think that's like we are the target demographic for this particular song.
Word.
If I may say so myself.
Word, absolutely.
Shout out to all the thick boys with the 5 C's
Like,
at the end.
how's he know my story?
Today's YouTube piece is by Jus Marvin with his piece THICC, which was at the Texas Grand Slam off of the Right About Now poetry page. And let's get into it.
Hey.
When you told me that I was too thick, I thought it to be magic how your words mustered the strength to wrinkle my expression. How your tone was too strong. How we capped an earthquake under each letter in your sentence. I thought it to be a joke. And that maybe I had missed the punchline already. Thought to be a miscorrect in your autocorrection because how? How in the hell can you not appreciate these thighs? These thighs be lit.
Hey.
I think that's like we are the target demographic for this particular song.
Word.
If I may say so myself.
Word,
Shout
absolutely.
out to all the thick boys with the 5 C's
Like,
at the end.
how's he know my story?
And he's already
I know.
doing like dope swaggy poetry shit. Like he's doing like, hey, thick boy shit, and then a bunch of like dope word swag.
Yeah.
And then, hey, we're still talking about thick boy shit though, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
This is still a poem.
These thighs be soulmate, stealing a kiss from the other with every walk that is made towards their destiny. These thighs be financial advisors, y'all. Notifying my wallet not to spend the last few dollars that I may have on straight leg jeans because they can only fit my waist and not my damn thighs, you see.
Boy struggle.
Hey,
When you
for
told
real,
me
bro.
no, I figured that maybe you like them skinny boys. That you was someone that wasn't interested into anything that lasted too long, how they can only love you in the summertime because winters be too cold. Winters be eviction for skinny boy love because you can't get no warmth from under flesh and bones. You see, thick boy be blanket, be pillow, be comforter, be protection from when the walls be too loud at night, be shelf on first date, be daddy, stroking up to carry the weight of more than 2 kids, all while balancing
So
the
I
youngest.
feel like that thing in poetry is definable at this point.
Which one? What thing?
That thing that device that people are using, the one word, the noun, you know what I'm saying? And then that string of thought. And
Okay.
the noun, the verb, the verb.
I'm not sick of it yet.
Then that, I'm not sick of
Yeah.
it at all. I'm just saying, like, it's almost like a device in itself that I feel like almost like needs a name now. Like this is a thing. It's like its own almost format. Like
It's
almost
just it's a pacing. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
word.
You know, most poems have that pacing. Like,
Yeah.
You can take the words out of 90% of the poems you'll hear on any site, and
But
the
what I
breath
feel
control,
like
the pacing, will all be the same.
I feel like what we're seeing
Or,
though
you
is a lot of like that though, like noun, idea, thought, streaming thought, right? Or then verb, streaming thought.
It's an effective way to define and categorize something in a in a bullet list type of way.
Word. That's an interesting way to think of it, like
Right.
bulleted. I'm not hating, like I fucked with it. That is the word to use, right? It is mad effective
Right.
for like conveying those thoughts and then the stream. But like I said, I think it like almost deserves a title now.
Right.
Like a
Be pillow, be comforter, be protection from when the walls be too loud at night, be shelf on first date, be daddy, stroking up to carry the weight of more than 2 kids, all while balancing the youngest around his neck. Thick boy be swag, be style, be never caught in public looking any less than a second glance, hairline position tightly on weeds in advance. So you see, when you told me that I was too thick, what you really told me was that your love wasn't thick enough. That your heart ain't got enough room for anything that's over 200 pounds. Your words were laced in thread of confusion like you ain't know anything this big and this tall could be this solid. Why you think we got our own clothing out in every department store? Why you think our throats never go parts? Yeah, thick boy like Kool-Aid, but thick boy ain't thirst because thick boy be privileged. Humbled in our own body, so we eat, we sleep, and we breathe with our heads up and our chest out. We are marinated in confidence that we know how to treat some damn body. Have to look at the path of love through optimistic lenses and take your turndowns as verbal reassurance that you are not the right one for me. That relations with you without protection will only birth premature bad situations, and us thick boys, we ain't got no time for that. You see, us thick boys, we come with commitment and companionship. That's why our bodies always come with a little extra to hold on to, while our arms are always big enough in order to smother the...
I love that. Like,
Let's go.
He's like re-rationalizing these attributes of being a thick boy. It's like, oh no, like love handles, more to love with. It's
Yeah,
like,
word,
sure,
word.
we'll say that.
Yeah.
That's a good way to
I'll take it.
Like, I'll take it.
Got no time for that. You see, us thick boys, we come with commitment and companionship. That's why our bodies always come with a little extra to hold on to, while our arms are always big enough in order to smother the storm that you may be smothered in. So when I woke up this morning, I took my stretch marks and made them to a tuxedo for you, and I had every audacity in my body to wake up each day, even...
Right.
But shouts out, dog, because fuck yeah, dog. Like, I've been living that life my whole life. There's like really people out there struggling. There's really little kids that are like, I've like tutored those kids. Like, bro, who gives a fuck about your stretch marks?
I'm just imagining
dog?
that guy from the Silence of the Lambs like making like a flesh
I
suit.
know. But shouts out, that's not something people talk about. You know what I'm saying?
It's a dope line. It's a cool line.
Yeah, word.
Make a tuxedo out of it. I saw what he was trying to do there.
Like pinstripes and
I
shit.
don't know.
Like,
My favorite.
I don't know if tuxedo is
Right.
exactly what I would have made. Stretch marks, but
Right.
I like that he's being creative.
My favorite recontextualization of stretch marks is like calling them tiger stripes. It's like, okay, that's cool, but
okay, yeah.
tuxedo from I don't know.
He's like, I'm gonna make something nice from this thing that's not
Cool.
typically nice.
Yeah,
That's what
but he
was-
also like set up like the pants shit earlier too, dog. So he could have like double hit us with some pants shit.
There's a lot of cool stuff in this poem. Like it's dope. Like I like the idea of like we're writing a thick boy poem. Cool. Word. There's all kinds of like thick boy metaphors all through this. Like I'm gonna be cuddly. The skinny boys can't keep you warm in the summer or
Hold
warm
on
in the
to
winter.
my love handles.
Hold on. Your love ain't over 200 pounds. There's really cool things in this, but I feel like there's sprinkled in creativity, and then there's lines where it's like, what are we talking about here? And it's like tickle your fancy.
Stretch marks, tuxedo.
Let's see how he ties it all together.
be smothered in. So when I woke up this morning, I took my stretch marks and made them to a tuxedo for you, and I had every audacity in my body to wake up each day, even though the world tells me beauty is not made in my size. And I stepped you as a gentleman, and you had the audacity to tell me no. Accept my apology when I reassure you that, ma'am, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the young lady behind you.
Okay.
All right, yeah, that was kind of a confusing landing.
Okay. I mean, like, hey, it's cool, like, but she got the right to say she don't give a fuck about you.
wait.
Like she
Yeah.
be like, bruh, get the fuck away from
Why
me.
did he spend all this time like building empathy and like building this thick boy struggle, right?
When you're
and
just
then
gonna
was kind
shut
of a
somebody
jerk
down?
at the end, like, whoa.
It's a dope concept. I think he could have dug so much deeper into it. Like he had flashes of it when he said, always dress nice enough to be the second look.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
second
word,
glance.
word,
Cool.
word, word.
Dig deeper into that
Yeah,
thought. Not
yeah,
like,
yeah.
why is this girl not like me because I'm
Yeah.
thick? Like what? Motherfucker, women like thick guys, right?
Yeah, they'll. Remember when poetry did this on Def Poetry a long time ago?
No.
Shout out to God.
Yeah, I remember poetry being there because like the whole like all DPL heads, like they were all in there. But did he do one like that?
Yeah, he did a
sounds
thick
right.
boy poem back in the
Yeah.
day, and I remember like it was really dope because I've always been a chubby boy my whole life, and it made me feel better, and there was nothing bad about it. The whole time I felt good, and for some reason at the end of that I just felt bad all of a sudden.
I'm gonna revamp a chubby boy
whoa.
poem. I'm gonna do a chubby
Let's
boy
go,
poem.
let's
Yeah.
go, Cuban.
So-
I'm gonna hit him with a 2019 version.
Yeah.
On the show.
Postmates late at night.
What are you gonna make your stretch marks into?
More stretch marks. A belt to hold my pants up.
All right, so on the show, we grade every piece out of 10 as if it's at a slam. That being
Hey.
said, Mr. Cuban, you want to take the charge?
Oh, am I starting?
Yes, sir.
You're just gonna give it to me to start.
Hell yeah.
I don't get a score creep. I don't get a. You guys can't give me a score creep here. Let's see. Pretty dope piece. Dope concept. Stumbled over a few words.
He was working though.
He was working.
Yeah.
He was putting it in. I'd give it a 7.5.
Ooh,
Okay.
all right.
I
That's a
give it
good
7.5.
bar. That's a good bar.
So what keeps it out of the 8s for you?
The content that is really, really quality in there could probably be like a minute's worth, and I think he could have expanded a lot deeper on the what comes with being a thick boy. I think basing the entire poem on like this girl didn't want to talk to me, or I was actually talking to the girl behind you.
Yeah.
And it does.
The
It's not
ending.
as. It could be better. It's a good poem. He could be a great writer.
Right.
But yeah, needs some edits.
All right. That's
Fair
fair.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, I'll go second. So, Yeah, like he did like a couple of things that I do like in performance poetry, like some of the like fun wordplay, word association schemes. But there were moments where it did get a little dry. There were some dry spots.
Yeah, where
Like there were parts where like, ooh, he's hitting them, and then all of a sudden like he goes off into a part where like, now it's getting dry, and it's as if like I need more of those flair pieces in order to be entertained and
more hits, more consistent hits.
More hits, and that's not necessarily a good thing, right? Because if the narrative, if the story of your piece is strong enough, then you shouldn't need all these devices, right? You shouldn't need all this word swag. And the end didn't really land for me. But I was like, oh, I'm a thick boy too, and like talking about like, oh, we got like our own part in the department store. Boom, boom, boom. It's like, okay, man, like some of it was really doing it for me. So that being said, I probably give him like a solid 8. Because there were parts like that wasn't really hitting, but then there were parts that did. It's like, okay, this is what I really like about spoken word and like just oral literary arts in general. That like, I love that wordplay shit, and I like that little word association there, here and there. It's like, so it tickled my fancy a bit. So yeah,
nice.
All right, I fucks with that. I think I'm right there with both of you. There was a couple little stumbles, but I feel like they were like those forgivable stumbles. Like, oh no, you're working and you got a lot into your fucking 3 minutes. Like you're using your 3 minutes, and he was like out the gate. He was like, I'm gonna hit him with concept metaphor. Like I'm doing real poetic shit, which I super appreciate. Especially in like this idea, like at Texas at a slam, like that's really dope to be doing both of those things really well. They weren't all great. Stretch mark tuxedo.
Right.
That's inappropriate. Gross is inappropriate.
Honestly.
And you have to think too when you're writing poetry, like you're using every word has a real strong impact and like a real hit. And I feel like if you said stretch mark tuxedo enough, you would figure it out. Like, whoa, all right. He was working. The worst part of it all for me was the end. Like, whoa, bro, that was kind of mean. You could have nicely told that lady something.
But at the same time, it's like, it
was too much aggression to just be telling someone in a misunderstanding. Like, he just having a misunderstanding with this woman that he thinks he's getting at her because that's a thing that women have to fucking go through. And you're mad at her? Like, just be like...
That was a lot. I was like, your whole...
Take the higher road.
And what do you do? Okay, put yourself in the girl behind the girl. Yeah. Put her in the actual one he's addressing to, and you just see a dude be like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to her actually. I would be like, whoa, bro, you need to keep talking to the one behind me because I want none of that to do with that. Like, why would you? I feel like too much aggression to hit any woman with at the end of the poem when there's no context for it. Like, whoa, okay.
Poems are cool, man. You know, it's dope that you can get emotions and feelings out, but to me, it's like, why do I need to give you 3 minutes of my life?
Yeah, word.
You know what I mean? Why do a million people need to stop and listen to this? Why are you an actual representation for anybody that stumbles upon your poem as to what poetry is?
And he could have used that moment to make a broader statement.
You could make a broader statement. You could talk about...
He could have addressed... You could have.
I mean,
because
you started with it. He started with it for a second.
Yeah.
He was like, I know society doesn't think relatively. Okay, cool. Let's go deeper down this line. But your whole...
But why did he specify it at the end and make it about like social rejection, like dating rejection?
Yeah,
that was wild. Why isn't this more of a body image thing? Why isn't there more to that?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, this is just about social rejection. This is just about getting at girls. Yeah. That's weird. I thought we were making a bigger statement than that. Yeah. But I guess this is just about getting at girls.
It's a cool piece.
Right, so what does it bring you
I know that trauma.
Where does it bring you to?
Because of that, I'm going to say a little bit less than you, Kuya, but a little bit more than you, Cuban. Oh, that's fun to say. Kuya and Cuban.
Hey.
This fall.
Coming soon.
We're brothers.
I'm going to say like a 7.7 on that God number.
Okay. Oh, look at your decimal work.
Yeah, I'm going to say 7.7. Because, I see y'all. I want to see him get through, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. It's cool. I applaud it. It's a dope concept, and shouts out to the THICC guys. And, cool images in there. The straight pants thing, that was solid.
Yeah, and, like, that's a good point that, like, is relatable as fuck. Because I'm on 501 till I die. Because what the fuck else am I supposed to wear?
That whole bullet list of, what thick boys are. Like, we are blanket, we are heater, we are boom, boom. It's like, okay, I am. I certainly am.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
It did feel good.
Yeah.